Kingdom Hearts 2 introduced a brand new mechanic for that game that was immediately loved by everyone, the drive form. This allowed Sora to use a member from the party to change his clothes and make him stronger and give him some new abilities. And not only was it introduced in Kingdom Hearts 2, but it was also sort of brought in again in Kingdom Hearts 3, although it was sort of sitting there, like they sort of made it different, I guess, to make it feel more unique for that game, and it definitely felt different too, but it is still more or less the same thing, and so I decided to count down my top 5 favorite in the whole series, so I going with Kingdom Hearts 2 and 3. This isn't just going to be from Kingdom Hearts 2, just from, because the title says Drive Forms. I'm also counting the one from Kingdom Hearts 3 as well. And so without further ado, let's get into this, and I hope you all like this. Number 5, Ultimate Form. For Dinosaur is actually the final transformation formula to a in Kingdom Hearts 3. When you're finally able to unlock the ultimate weapon in Kingdom Hearts 3, you actually get this form. Yeah, in Kingdom Hearts 3, each transformation you get is based on what keyblade you're wielding at the time. And for the ultimate form, you actually have to get the ultimate weapon. Ain't that funny? but in actuality, yeah, you do have to get the ultimate weapon, and you're actually able to wear clothes that are reminiscent of Sora's final form in Kingdom Hearts 3, in Kingdom Hearts 2 with the silver look to it, and it even has like all the attacks on it. Like the attacks when you're able to get this transformation are crazy. You're moving around really fast. You're summoning multiple weapons at once. You're attacking multiple enemies at once. You're able to take out a humongous amount of damage on them. You can destroy them. It can even help with some kind of harder bosses like the Dark Inferno. I actually was able to beat that thing with another Keyblade, the Wheel of Fate. But yeah, it can still come in handy when you're fighting harder enemies like that. And the actual look to it is really cool. Just the fact that you're back to sort of the more silver clothes that Sora had in Kingdom Hearts 2 is really awesome. And I just really love how reminiscent it looks of that, and also just from how much strength it gives you whenever you're able to activate it. Number 4, use arrow gun form. But yeah, it's kind of hard to really pin down what exactly the name of the other transformation in Kingdom Hearts 3 are called. But yeah, but from what we got from the command, yeah, when you activated them, this is what this was called in Kingdom Hearts 3. And yeah, for another one from Kingdom Hearts 3, I'm doing with the form you underwent whenever you activated like the twin arrow gun story. And yeah, there's a good reason for that. I think when the marketing for this was sort of building up, I think this one was sort of building up to be the most popular or most used one for Kingdom Hearts for Kingdom Hearts 3. And yeah, I can definitely see that in my opinion anyway. I'm not sure what other people think of like whenever they say what they think their favorite transformation for Kingdom Hearts 3, but this is definitely another one of my favorites because yeah, it does look awesome. When you're starting it off, you're actually, I think probably my favorite usage of it is when you're using the like Keyblade and your strength and sword clothes become blue like what happened in wisdom form and you're able to use a bunch of use who do arrows and you're who arrows on it. Kind of like J-Bar in a way and you're able to like fire a bunch of them at once and then when you use up the J at the very top you were able to combine the two guns together and so like use hand and that you could black as your Monday energy beam energy beam blast and then at the enemies and make a bunch of them build, which was really odd. Yeah, and I think definitely the best part of it, aside from that, which is really awesome, but I do also love the design because not only does it clothes change color, but you also get more features on it, like a bunch of stars on it, and the clothes overall just have a bit of a darker turn to it whenever it goes blue. Which I do like. I actually do like the blue feature of his clothes and all shows just how it's utilized in a way. And yeah, I definitely do also just like the ability you're able to gain, especially just when you're, like I said, especially whenever you're like blasting a bunch of enemies at once. That's especially really awesome to use. Number three, Hyper Hammer form. Now, and now we come to the last actual transformation, like things from Kingdom Hearts 3. Yeah, for all the ones in Kingdom Hearts 3, well, a lot of them are great. I think the one of Hyper Hammer might actually be my favorite. And it had a similar to the dual arrow gun form that I was just mentioning, in the sense that I prefer it has you can use it in more than one form, but probably my favorite one is when you have the favorite deputy keyblade out, so you can the toy box world, and yeah, there's a good reason for that. I think out of the two of them, it's probably the best designed one, and it's just my favorite just from that, and also just from the world that it from Toy Box, which as I mentioned before was my favorite new world for Kingdom Hearts 3. And yeah, it definitely is. Just from the way it looks to the abilities you're able to use with it by slamming it into the ground and destroying a bunch of enemies with it and just kind of taking their health down a lot. And I think I like it a lot too when you're able to use like the claw arm because you're able to transform it into a sort of claw thing and with the favorite deputy keyblade as well where you're able to grab an enemy nearby or even if you don't grab an enemy you're able to just sort of throw them around by smacking them into the ground a bunch of and while you're doing that, you can destroy other enemies around you, and you can also just use it to just sort of finish the enemy you have grabbed on to as well. And yeah, I think I like it a lot for the hammer alone as well because of how strong your attacks are with it. Number two, limit form. Coming to number one is the form you get out till you find out Tyler was kidnapped by accident Twilight Town in Kingdom Hearts 2. And it's and this form that sort of paying homage to the first game because it looks exactly like Story's first, so from the first game. And this was so incredibly helpful so many times. This was only in Kingdom Hearts 2.5. You don't have to and you don't even have to sacrifice any party member to use it. You can just use it without doing that, and you're even able to do it when you're alone in a fight. And it's so strong and it's so helpful. It's actually really fun to use in the 1000 Heartless right with you and just tear through them with ease. And it's actually really awesome with that because you can just bash through a whole bunch of enemies at once, like I've already mentioned. And it gives you a lot of fast moves too, like how Sora will just sort of toss himself around and by spinning around, grabbing the keyblade backward and sliding through an enemy by moving really quickly or by sort of grabbing and throwing the keyblade outward in a way to create a powerful field around him and destroying even more of the plot. Yeah, I actually like it a lot more because the attacks you're able to use when they are reminiscent to a lot of the attacks that you were able to use in the first game, like Sonic Blade, Sonic Blade, Armageddon, and so on. I think my favorite out of the four is probably Sonic Blade, but you were able to just move really fast and just use it really strongly. And it's actually really fantastic in the boss fight against Sephiroth. Yeah, you can use it really well in other bosses, like in other bosses, but Sephiroth sort of stood out among the rest because you could just press a button and you could go into it and your health and your MP would go back to normal and you didn't entirely have to worry about him killing you there. And it was really great in the sense that the special attacks, whenever you're using them, so increase your health whenever you attack an enemy. And yeah, every time you use that was that was really great. And it was really great in the sense, like, it sort of saved your life on multiple occasions whenever you were in a tight spot with him and a lot of other bosses. And just being able to use it to defeat a lot of bosses like that was especially really amazing. Number one, final form. Honestly, when it comes to Kingdom Hearts fans like we're ready to doubt, this practically be the big one when it comes to transformation in Kingdom Hearts. It's kind of hard to explain how to get the form because after the part with Roxas in the world that never was when you fight him, after you do that and as soon as you use any life form randomly. It would just kind of appear, like it would just sort of happen out of nowhere. And it's kind of hard to say when it will appear. It would just sort of happen whenever you're trying to transform into any of the drive form. But as soon as you get it, you're able to keep it. And the rent away is unreal. Because not only does storage clothes look different, but storage also able to float in the air with his keyblade float in behind him, and you're able to use monstrous attacks on enemies, and you go through them like nothing. And also the other way to level up the way to level up this fight is to level up this form is by fighting a bunch of nobody. And I always found the best combination of keyblade to use when using this form is to go with the Oblivion and O Keeper because they look really well together in this form. But also the Oblivion and Fenrir because they're incredibly wrong with this form. And in my opinion, the best place to use it is in the world that never wanted to be starting from the top of from the bottom of the castle, fighting nobody all the way to the very top. Because yeah, like I said, the way to level up this form is by fighting a bunch of nobodies and the world that never was only has nobodies when you're in the cast. So and it's definitely a lot of fun just being able to breathe through a whole bunch of nobodies like that and being able to level up, which is really fun to do. And yeah, it's just a lot of fun. And even just the look of the form is really awesome too. Just how Sora has silver clothes on him and he kind of floating in the air as he's doing it. It's all just really awesome. This is sort of in my opinion, I know there is definitely, yeah, 100%. There is definitely other versions that indicated this the most, but I mean beforehand. But in my opinion, this is probably the part of the game where you saw just kind of how crazy the game can be in terms of like the power and what the characters were able to do. I know obviously there were definitely other parts before this where you saw that even in the first game, but yeah, I hope you know what I'm talking about. It feels just really awesome with what you're able to do with this form, and it's really awesome just like I said, just from how you're able breathe through a bunch of enemies really fast and destroying a bunch of bosses with it. Especially in 2.5 when you're fighting a bunch of enemies when you're fighting the data versions of the organization, or even other times when you're in the Olympic Coliseum and you're fighting in the tournaments that actually allow you to do this. Some instances you're even able to do it, and you don't even have to have any party members with you, and you're able to just use it freely whenever you want. That part is really fun as well. That's all my final form is my favorite ride form in Kingdom Hearts. And so everyone, those are my picks for my top 5 live ones in Kingdom Hearts. Thank you all so much for watching. Please like this video. Please comment down below to tell me what you think or tell me what your favorite live one is in Kingdom Hearts. If you have one, please subscribe for more content like this coming soon. See you next time. Take care.